Two big NASCAR races are coming to the Milwaukee Mile this summer.
CBS 58's Emerson Lehman has more on the excitement surrounding the event.
For the first time since 2009, drivers in NASCAR's Craftsman Truck Series will be fighting for the chance to stand right here in the winner's circle at the famous Milwaukee Mile. This race will mark the return of one of NASCAR's top 3 series to the mile. The trucks will be joined by the ARCA Menard Series, NASCAR's top developmental racing league that has been racing at the track for the last 2 years. The event's promoter is hopeful that a successful event this August will help the facility race into a successful...
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Milwaukee Mile for the second race of the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs here in our NR2003 2023 Craftsman Truck Series season. Corey Heim will start on the pole position alongside the 15 machine of Tanner Gray. As we get ready to go underway, we are green here at Milwaukee. Corey Heim off to the lead. He will clear Tanner Gray at the start-finish line, and Corey Heim will get off to the lead here early, trying to lock himself into the round of 8 in these Craftsman Truck Series playoffs. Right behind him, of course, trying to make a move on Tanner Gray already. The 98 of Ty Majeski working his way in a second. We know Majeski, a very good short track racer, hometown hero here from Wisconsin, looking to get the job done. Ben Rose there. Oh, we got trouble. Nick Sanchez, the 2 playoff implications on lap 1. The 2 of Sanchez goes around off the bumper of the 4 of Chase Purdy. The 2 machine gets turned here down the back straightaway. Chase Purdy turns Nick Sanchez hard on the inside wall. Big damage to Nick Sanchez, and that will cost him dearly, and his hopes to advance to the round of 8 in these Craftsman Trucks playoffs could not afford something to happen like that, and indeed it has done him in, and he will have to fight for his playoff life at Kansas in the round of 10 cutoff race. As we look behind us, everyone keeps it green. Meanwhile, back at the front, we stay green. No caution, by the way. Corey Heim continues to lead over the 98 of Ty Majeski, who's trying to hunt him down right now for the race lead. Unsuccessful so far, but now here coming the line. Majeski is caught back up to Corey Heim here on lap 3. Majeski trying to heat him up here to get the lead around Heim. Of course, both drivers are one-time winners this season. Corey Heim got the job done at Charlotte, and Ty Majeski got it done in Richmond. Both guys are one-time winners trying to make their way here through the playoffs. Ben Rhodes, though, lurking back in third. He also is a winner this season. As we shout the pack, Taylor Gray, Jake Garcia, Christian Eckes got some work to do. They're all right here in contention. Zane Smith as well. Always look out for him. But it's Corey Heim leading 3 laps in here at the Milwaukee Mile. And now on the line, coming to the last lap of stage 1, it is Tanner Gray leading over Zane Smith and Ty Majeski, who are trying to find their way around the 15. Heim has dropped all the way down to 5th place, as his truck must have fallen off over the long run here. Last lap of stage 1 here at Milwaukee Mile for Tanner Gray. Trying to have back-to-back races with a stage win. Some pretty strong runs coming from Tanner here in the 15 machine. These last 2 episodes on the short tracks, he missed the playoffs, but he's still showing that he definitely has speed to contend if he was in the playoffs. So, just keep an eye on Tanner Gray, see if he can play playoff spoiler. But Zane Smith and Majeski, they got some pace, and they're trying to get around the 15 machine of Tanner Gray. Of course, Tanner's brother Taylor in the playoffs as well with his upset win at Pocono, and the Gray brothers went 1-2. The yellow command has been tossed, and Tanner Gray wins stage 1 at Milwaukee, followed by Zane Smith, Ty Majeski, Ben Rhodes, and Taylor Gray, the top 5. Then Corey Heim is 6th, Matt DiBenedetto, Grant Enfinger, Matt Mills, and Jake Garcia. Your top 10 is stage number 1. Stage win, it goes to, we got a huge crash that has wiped out many drivers, including Jake Garcia, Stuart Friesen, and Tyler Ankrum here on lap 81. We have a lot of contenders being knocked out of this race. I mean, those are playoff drivers. Jake Garcia, Tyler Ankrum came into this race right on the bubble. Garcia already below the cut line, could not afford to wreck out, and they have DNF from the huge one that we missed. Friesen, who won an IRP, thankfully for him, is also out of the race, but he got that IRP win, so he is safe. Meanwhile, Zane Smith is leading this race now as Majeski, DiBenedetto, and Taylor Gray go 3 wide for 2nd. In an intense battle for position. Taylor Gray is going to have to cede the position as he gets shoved up the racetrack. He does. And Ty Majeski will hold the race lead here at the Milwaukee Mile. It's Majeski leading to Benedetto and Taylor Gray duking it out for 3rd. William Sawalich up here in this battle as well, trying to go through on the bottom. And Taylor Gray goes way wide. Coming out of 4. Caution. Caution is out on the racetrack here at the Milwaukee Mile. And it looks like it may have involved the 33 machine of Derek Lemke. So he was involved in an accident here down the backstretch here at Milwaukee, maybe coming out of turn 1. Oh, he was in turn 1 and 2 here, and Corey Heim was in it. As Lemke goes up the track, and Corey Heim turns him hard in the wall. Damage to the 11 of Corey Heim, championship contender. Does not want to have that happen to him here. Get some damage in the playoffs here, but it doesn't look too severe. So it looks like Heim should be able to continue and still be able to have some speed to contend. It's just, Heim took a pretty hard lick there in the outside wall hard and then into the front end of Derek Lemke. Big damage to Corey Heim. We'll see how this affects him. You know, Nick Sanchez keeps on trucking. Now into lap 105. We are once again watching the 33 truck of Derek Lemke. Now a lap truck stacking up a bunch of the field. Zane Smith continues to dominate this race right now. As Hocevar and Heim, some guys on the bottom here trying to work their way by. Hocevar is a lap down as well, but Heim is the lead lap truck. Him and Eckes and Rhodes. Oh, the squeeze here, 3 wide. Deegan, Rhodes underneath Kraus, 3 wide, really squeezing, lots of contact. 4 wide, down on the back, just big contact, and around goes the 7. Kraus gets turned and he saves it. What a save by Derek Kraus in the 7. Unbelievable. That was impressive. We almost had a crash, you know. Him, Rhodes, Deegan, Purdy, 4 wide. That don't work here in Milwaukee, but you know what? He saved it. They made it work. 3 wide. Everyone negotiates the lappers. As at the front, Zane Smith continues to lead. Here at Milwaukee over the 17 of Taylor Gray as we ride around under caution. The stage is about to end. So the stage is going to end early here due to caution. But what's actually going to happen is you're going to see here Taylor Gray will actually win stage 2 under caution, followed by DeBenedetto, Sawalich, Heim, Purdy, Eckes, Kobe Howard, Tanner Gray, Nick Sanchez, and Zane Smith, the top 10. Because Zane Smith didn't hold the lead at the lines. He came down pit road after that. So Taylor Gray will get us back underway here with 70 laps to go at Milwaukee, leading over Matt DeBenedetto, William Sawalich, Corey Heim, and Chase Purdy. The top 5 is Taylor Gray. Looks like his second career win and second win of the season here. Back up that upset win he pulled off at Pocono to get into the playoffs. He's got some speed here at Milwaukee. Oh, trouble! Around goes Tanner Gray. He's around the inside wall behind us. And oh, more trouble. Ty Majeski is in an incident. Haley Deegan as well is involved. And we have 2 separate incidents here happening. Let's see what happened right here. It looks like right here, Zane Smith turns Tanner Gray right as Ty Majeski turns Haley Deegan. Deegan takes a hard hit in the inside wall into Ty Majeski. Then Majeski spins into Tanner Gray. And big damage to the 98 of Majeski, one of your championship contenders. More playoff contenders having to see. Look at the hit there by Majeski right into the hood of Tanner Gray. Big contact. But Haley Deegan had a huge hit, though. She had the worst of it. But big damage to Ty Majeski, championship contender. Cannot afford a mistake. That could be costly to his playoff hopes and dreams. Now 3 wide, Spencer Boyd, Kobe Howard, Nick Sanchez. Contact to the 12 gets turned. Around goes Spencer Boyd in front of the pack of Matt Mills. Slams in, as well as Derek Kraus and Brad Perez. Big contact. Yeah, Brad Perez, Derek Kraus, and Matt Mills pile into the 12 of Spencer Boyd as he slides down the racetrack. But watch this replay. Watch how close the 99 of Ben Rhodes is to getting involved. Look at that huge wreck avoidance. The 99 of Ben Rhodes narrowly avoids absolute disaster for his playoff hopes and stays alive. But a huge crash right there to bring out the caution. Now, Taylor Gray will continue to lead here on lap 116. Now 65 laps to go in this race. He leads Matt DeBenedetto. Yeah, playoff guys, you know, Zane Smith, Eckes trying to come from the back, get back to the front here. And look at these aggressive racing here. Ty Majeski still trying to recover from that crash with Haley Deegan to get some track position back. Sanchez has had a rough day, but he's still hanging in there. Now we'll watch the 7 of Derek Kraus running 3 wide with Grant Enfinger and 12 of Spencer Boyd coming out of the corner. Contact, and Enfinger's going to get turned by Kraus in the inside wall. Big contact. Around goes Enfinger and Kraus down the front stretch. Luckily, they don't collect anybody else, and they avoid disaster. The caution will fly, though, as Taylor Gray is going to lead us back to the start-finish line here at Milwaukee. So you see Taylor Gray leads the way here at Milwaukee. Now we move on to just 3 laps to go. Zane Smith has tracked down Taylor Gray and is trying to get the win to make the transfer here the next round. But Taylor Gray is also trying to advance to the round race. An absolute battle here for the win at Milwaukee. 2 to go. Taylor Gray versus Zane Smith. Who is it going to be? Zane Smith, remember, came up short last week, coming home second to Stuart Friesen IRP 2 weeks ago. Not quite getting the job done to get the win, but he's still trying to chase down Taylor Gray to get that lead and find his way through to the next round, the round of 8 with the win, but he should pretty much still clinch on points. But Taylor Gray, he needs this win a lot more than Zane Smith does. He came into this race below the cut line. He's trying to change that as coming to take the white flag. He's pulling away from Zane Smith. White flag, final lap, presented by Credit One Bank here at the Milwaukee Mile for Taylor Gray. He has dominated the second half of this race after Zane Smith vanquished the lead after a pit stop. And now Taylor Gray is looking to bring home the win here at Milwaukee and find himself with a spot in the round of 8 in the Craftsman Truck Series playoffs, which will be huge for him and that Tricon Garage team to have him through. Is through 3 and 4 for the final time here at Milwaukee. Zane Smith is going to come up just short. He had a good final corner, but to the line, Taylor Gray is going to win it at Milwaukee. Zane Smith, your runner-up. Corey Heim, 3rd. DeBenedetto, 4th. Rhodes, 5th. William Sawalich, 6th. Tanner Gray, 7th to 8th. Ty Majeski, 9th. Chase Purdy, and Matt Mills in 51 runs out your top 10 as Taylor Gray advances to the round of 8 with a dominating win here at the Milwaukee Mile, taking down Zane Smith, one of the best in the business. You see the race results on the left side of your screen. Nick Sanchez ended up DNFing in 20th, costing him some crucial points. But we're going to see the updated playoff grid heading to the cutoff race at Kansas shortly. We'll see what's going to be interesting down there in the playoff grid. Next to the playoff grid heading to the cutoff race, of course, Taylor Gray freezing clinch with wins. Zane Smith has officially clinched his spot in the round of 8 on points. Ty Majeski, Corey Heim, Eckes, and Ben Rose are still comfortable, between 39 and 59 to the good. Pretty much no disaster, and they're good at Kansas. But Ankrum only 5 points above Nick Sanchez at the playoff bubble. That is going to be a tight battle to watch at Kansas. And Jake Garcia sits 22 below the cut line in 10th after consecutive DNFs. He will most likely have to win at Kansas to advance. So until the next episode at Kansas, the playoff cutoff for the round of 10, I hope you all have a good one.